What's up, everybody? It's Sid and Millie. We're back with another video. Here talking about the Manchester United win against
Nottingham
Nottingham
Forest.
Forest.
Yeah.
Against Nottingham Forest in the Premier League. Very exciting game, Millie. So let's get right into it.
Yeah, get right into it. Yeah, basically just had to take a little bit, needed a day to just absorb everything that happened
For real.
in the match. It was just like such a heartfelt match, such a heartfelt game all around. So yeah, let's just get into it. So obviously, great win for Manchester United, 3-2 victory. Finishing the season really nicely, and Michael Carrick has really settled into his role as the head coach of Manchester United, and I think the club made the absolute right decision in choosing him to continue on into next season. And this game is the epitome of why that is the case.
Yeah, honestly, please.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, like the club culture, right? Like from the welcoming entrance onto the field, when the lads are walking onto the field, they all brought like their children out, like super cute, having like all of the signs in the crowd for Casemiro, kind of acknowledging like that it was his last game at United and last game at Old Trafford. Well, not at United, but last game at Old Trafford. Right. And yeah, like it's just like the culture of the club, and like it was just really beautiful to see that the energy that was in the stadium, and that starts from the first whistle, and that's just like really embodied the culture of Manchester United, acknowledging a player and appreciating a player who's been such a strong servant to the club. So
yeah, why else, Millie?
Yeah, I mean that's just the start of it. So love that for Casemiro. And then just getting into the match. I mean, the football was fantastic. I mean, it's a pretty even match. Obviously, there were a lot of highs and lows to the game, but I think the epitome of how Manchester United wants to attack and wants to play as a club, as a footballing team, this was that. This is what we saw. Attacking football, tons of shots on goal, created a ton of opportunities, had a plethora of chances to score. And
plethora.
You
say plethora.
A plethora. Yeah. And obviously massive game for Bruno Fernandes.
Yes.
He got 2 assists and now has tied the Premier League record for, most assists in a single season.
He is now like 6 assists. Yeah.
He definitely could have had like so many assists in the game. I mean, he was teeing people up for layups, and no one wanted to dunk, but that's okay. Bruno will get there, but he goes into Premier League legendary status with Thierry Henry and Kevin De Bruyne, and that is just the reality of Bruno Fernandes. He is a legend. He is a Premier League legend, a Manchester United legend, and I'm glad that now his name is 100% cemented into the history books. So, and he did that in half a season. Just think about that. He was playing defensive mid for the first half of this season and did this. So just think about what a whole season with Michael Carrick could have been like for Bruno Fernandes. And will be like next year. So this Premier League record might be like nothing next year once we're firing.
Break his own record again.
Yeah, exactly. So would definitely love to see Bruno break that against Brighton in the last game of the season, but inevitably, even if he doesn't, he still tied the Premier League record and did so amazing, like did so in a team that is in a massive adjustment period, was dealing with massive amounts of change at the club level, at the manager level, at the ownership level, and Bruno Fernandes just stayed consistent, stayed being the key man and showing up for the club every single opportunity. So no surprise from the captain, really. No surprise. So yeah, just really great to see that, and that he broke the what's that? That he broke or tied the record, and inevitably will definitely break the record in our next game. But regardless of that, I think the way Manchester United attacked, the way that they were continuously, taking over kind of dangerous positions in the game. Obviously, Nottingham Forest scored 2 goals, and Lamens made some massive saves in the match as well, which were very key saves as well. But that is kind of the expectation. When you're a Manchester United goalkeeper, you've got to come up big, and Lamens is doing that. He is showing that he is a big game player. He's a big moment goalkeeper, and we can trust him in the goal. And I think that it's immense having him back there. He did a great job.
Absolutely. And just like off of that and off of talking about Bruno
Yeah.
tying the record. I mean,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
way all of the players ran over to him on the
Yeah.
field, even Lamens from
Yeah.
all the way across the field,
Yeah.
like running over, was really cool to see. Also.
Yeah, that was really cool to see. It definitely highlights like the camaraderie within the group. It shows that everybody is together. The group is, they're molding together, and inevitably this sort of culture will put Manchester United in contention for the Premier League next season.
Absolutely.
It would be heartfelt to not think that will be the case with this group and what they're creating right now.
And where they've come from already.
Exactly. So if you just think about it, last season at this time, 15th. This season, this time, 3rd place, and well within range of the top 2. So again, it really just highlights the immense job that Michael Carrick has done, and the future of this club is extremely bright. And I think as soon as we figure out a little bit of the goals, but at the end of the day, when you play high risk football, when you're attacking a lot, you're gonna leave yourself open to counters, to quick moves on the flip side. So that's kind of a natural ebb and flow of the game, and it's kind of what we will hope that Man United will continue to sort out, more so, because a game like that could have been 6-3, 7-3,
it really
or
should have been,
6-2.
honestly. There were so many goals,
should have been,
that should have been goals, because I mean, like, think about Xerxes.
Yeah,
was,
he had the one. Membo had a couple.
Save from the other goalkeeper.
Yeah, the one he hopped up. So I think that overall, Man United is heading the right direction. This game is the epitome of what is to come. Like we're seeing glimpses of it. There's so much good football being played, so much composure from Kobe Mainu, and I want to give a special shout out to Mason Mount, because Mason Mount was fantastic when he got subbed on in the second half. He came on for Casemiro, had immense shoes to fill immediately, and he stepped on, and that's the best I've seen him play for Man United, honestly.
Wow.
So if Mason Mount is bringing that sort of form, I could actually see like that being the midfield 3. This was a different version of Mason Mount than we saw in the past week. So that was really good. And I think it again highlights how integral Michael Carrick is, making midfielders regain their confidence and find a stride again. That comes from trust in the manager.
Yeah, no, that's very true. Do you think Mount would be kind of like the top contender for Casemiro's position?
I mean, I know midfielders are on the menu for Man United this summer, but I honestly feel like at the end of the day, Mason Mount is a player who has an immense amount of experience, and he's shown, not for United, but shown in his history, that he can be a big game player, big name player. So I do think that in the future, if he continues in this good form, there's going to be a lot of games next season.
That's true.
Champions League, Premier League, FA Cup, League Cup, like there's going to be a ton of games. So we need a lot of players who are in contention, a lot of players who are able to hop in and play when they're called upon, or maybe if someone picks up, you just never know.
You never know.
And so I think if that sort of form was really, really good to see. So that really gave me some good feelings about Mason Mount. So I really appreciated his cameo in the game. Kobe Mainu, just fantastic. So just Kobe Mainu. I mean, like, if you want to describe a good match of football, just say it was a Kobe Mainu. He's doing his job, just fantastic, ahead of his time. And you can kind of see that with players like that around Bruno Fernandes, it just gives Bruno more freedom to create. And when he is creating and firing like that, we're going to score goals. We're going to create big chances. And that is what we want to see from United. So it was just fantastic. Such a big game, such a monumental moment for Bruno, big moment for Casemiro.
So crazy.
There's just so many things. Just, it all really came together. It was
and
just
they won.
Yeah, of course. Of course. It's so nice being able to watch Man United. Man United plays the most entertaining football in the Premier League, hands down, bar none. It is the most entertaining. And this team is still just scratching the surface of their potential, and they are still playing the most entertaining and best brand of football in the Premier League. So next season is going to be massively exciting. Massively exciting.
I'm excited. I'm excited.
We're ready for that. So those are our thoughts on Man United's victory over Nottingham Forest in the Premier League. One more game to go this season. Can you believe it? But nonetheless,
if you made it this far,
thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Peace.